100% Chelsea. Son of Chelsea, can the son help the father right now? What's going on?
I have no idea what to say anymore. That was so depressing, so lifeless. You could have taken literally 11 championship players from today, any good championship team that have won today, replaced them with all our players, and they would have done a better job. And I'm not even joking, like the amount of effort put in by some of the players is just so heartbreaking. There's no point in me shouting because really, to me, it's just wasting my breath on another heartless performance. And that to me is just it was just an absolute joke. Players like Ivanovic, I don't know what Jose's seen that we haven't.
Yeah.
When we were talking and doing the preview, Ivanovic was the clear problem, and once again he was. Fabregas, Loftus-Cheek. What has Loftus-Cheek done wrong? Why couldn't Loftus-Cheek started today? He would have done a better job than Fabregas, because Fabregas is one of our worst players, and like most of the players, just didn't turn up. And I don't know, when Jose started taking off, brought on his substitutions, for me didn't make sense today.
None at all.
Taking off Willian, our best player, who done the best thing today with that amazing goal, takes him off. Who did he bring off in Pedro, which didn't make sense. The first sub you should be making is taking off Fabregas, bringing on Loftus-Cheek, taking off Ivanovic and bringing on Bertrand. That maybe would have given us a chance of getting back into the game, but no. And then taking off Matic.
After bringing him on?
It made absolutely no sense to me. Made absolutely no sense. And I'm worried that Roman apparently stormed off, and I'm worried about him pulling the trigger on Monday. And that's my big worry, because it put us even in a worse situation. But I just want to ask some of the Chelsea players, if they are watching, which they're probably not, what goes on in the dressing room after those games? Do you all just sit down and think, yeah, we did our job today, we're getting a paycheck on Monday at the end of the week? Do you know what I mean? Is that what goes on? Or I hope John Terry, after the fans like myself who stayed behind and actually sang for Chelsea after that performance, stayed behind and sang for the club. I want there to be riots in that dressing room. I want JT to be absolutely furious. And why is it Diego Costa? I am so happy Diego Costa did what he did against Arsenal, because he is the only player who actually shows to me that he wants to win for Chelsea, that he will do anything to win. We haven't got enough players like that this season who actually will do anything, cheat even, to win a match. And it's so crazy. And it's so depressing. It's like, and I don't know where we go from here. Maybe the international break, once again, after we lost to Crystal Palace, maybe this could be another good thing, but I have no answers, really, other than, and the fact is Jose keeps on playing Ivanovic, keeps on playing the same players, and keep on making the same mistakes.
Yeah. It's starting to come to your definition of insanity, isn't it?
Well, of course it is. Yeah. It's playing doing the same thing over and over again. The first name that'll probably be on the team sheet for Aston Villa is Ivanovic, probably. And that's. Will youth ever be promoted at this club? What more did Loftus-Cheek have to do to get into this team? That's pretty much it. Even when Ranieri was manager, and we used to get battered by teams like Charlton, at least you had players in there who actually wanted to die for the club. You know what I mean? Like, you had players in there who weren't at the same quality as some of these players, but actually tried. You know, and that's just sums it up, really.
If you're being paid 200 grand a week, you fucking play. You don't just sit there and don't do a job. I'd rather have players like Loftus-Cheek playing.